Okay, they've started, and yeah, it's just ended. Cool. I am just in time. Alright, so we've got... I'm gonna go with Leo. I think they want me to go with Leo. And Sparrow, I think I've raced Sparrow before. Leo, I don't know much about. Wow, those two skeletons really, with the power of friendship, we're gonna stop the Minotaur from charging. That's funny. Okay, not much from either racer. They found a titanium dagger, so that's cool. And then we find an obsidian cat. Okay! We got a race on our hands. I think it's a good throw for both our racers. They're just forced to buy the obsidian cat. Mewtwo, Leo is gonna stick with the Warhammer? I mean, if you're more comfortable with the Warhammer, fine. But the Obsidian Cat is definitely faster. Oop. Sparrow just gonna walk right into a monkey hug, but luckily there was nothing in the way, so they didn't get punished by getting hit, so that's fine. Empty tier 3 wall room. Yeah, Sparrow's just gonna take the trapdoor, which is perfectly fine. Now, with the Warhammer, arenas are pretty scary because you can get snagged pretty easily. So it looks like Leo is not gonna be going down the trapdoor. That's fine. It could be just finding more for their build. Sparrow's gonna flawless, finds a shield spell, okay. Now, I'm wondering if Leo is going to go for black or if they're gonna go for purple. Because shield is good, but having more damage is also good. Okay, no, they're going for the shield. They had their chance with the Obsidian Cat for a good weapon, but I guess they're not gonna run with that. Okay, good gold kills though. Leo has some pretty good gold kills. Okay, this is the snag that I'm talking about with the Warhammer. Very snaggy. Okay, Sparrow's just gonna take care of the Minotaur. Nope, and we got a runaway Minotaur. See you next week. Okay, Sparrow's gonna check the shop and finds... honestly, nothing really helpful. I guess it's fine to have the blood long for a little bit, heal up, and then swap back to the cat when needed. Trapdoor for Leo, so I think they're the first person to make it to Coral Rift. Oh, Sparrow goes down to Obsidian Cat, Arena. Yeah, arenas are not easy on one range. Especially when there's difficult weapons like a cat. Okay, Sparrow has to tank that hit. Didn't really need to tank that monkey, but that's fine. Pain Shrine. Yeah, I just bombed for the cheese. That's perfectly understandable. Okay, cool. I feel like even though Sparrow knows that the Blood Shopkeeper teleports are seeded, they... Okay, using the blood drum there, I think that's fine. But they definitely need to catch up though. Okay, there's the magic carrot. Let's not get into a tunnel of death with the dragon right now. Slightly better armor for Leo. Although they could have used the blood drum, or not the blood drum, the fear scroll to get that plate armor for cheaper. Yes, it would have costed more time, but we have time. They have a 2-zone lead against Sparrow right now. Okay, Ring of Gold with a gold weapon is so funny to me. Okay, Sparrow's gonna pick up the shield again. Or we're basically just running it back. Now, honestly, I don't know how long this gold build is gonna last. Because there's so many enemies in Zone 4 that require like a whole process to deal with. Like Blade Masters, you can't really... I mean, you can gold kill Blade Masters, but it definitely takes a bit of setup. Okay, minus cap Zone 4, that's fine. Minus cap with Infernal Torches, definitely a little funny though. Well, with the broad range of the Warhammer with a gold weapon, you definitely can chain a lot of gold hits because you're hitting so many things at once. I don't know if they know that. I don't know if that was Leo's intention, but that is. I feel like that's a good way to chain hits because the more things you can hit, the more likely you are able to drop gold. So you can chain kills every 2 beats if set up properly. Ooh, that Warlock was the savior for Mewtwo. They would have lost the Flawless otherwise. Or would have been forced to use a shield. Move, hit, yeah, perfect. Now we're moving on to Zone 5 with still a gold weapon. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit more difficult. Okay, good shield, because Who practices Zone 5 trapdoors anyways? Although we had Pulse, we could have taken care of that trapdoor like immediately. But maybe they don't know about uh-oh. I was about to say maybe they don't know about trapdoor spells or trapdoor pulse strat. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I think they just dug too much and they didn't have a gold kill set up. So they were like snagging on everything. But it's not over. Sparrow is down to half heart again. I think they were trying to put pressure on that, and as a result, they're very low. I would pulse here, yeah. Don't want to walk into that pawn line. There's a reason why you can castle a chest, is because it's huge protection. So Sparrow now has a 3-zone lead, but they are probably going to be looking for some health. So I think both racers have died once so far. Leo might just run it back and just grab the gold Warhammer because it's what they're comfortable with. Oh no, we're gonna move to the Obsidian Cat now. Okay, so we're switching it up. That's good. Now yeah, like I said before, Obs Cat is definitely faster if you know how to use it. So as long as Leo doesn't do anything crazy, they'll have the lead because Sparrow blew themselves up. So that's not triple death. That's, I think, Sparrow's second death in the run. Yeah, 2 races for the price of 1. That's yeah, this is still the first race and we're still in zone 1. 1.5. So this is the part where we're gonna test the racers' seed knowledge. Sparrow's seed knowledge is a little bit lacking right now. Remember, shopkeeper teleports are seeded now. So if they remembered that, all of that time wasted thinking about how to throw in Deadringer, or not Deadringer, the Blood Shopkeeper, you're gonna be forced to pick up that Obsidian Cat no matter what. Even if you try and like walk outside and come back, it's still not gonna work. Because if you do that, you still have to pick up the middle weapon anyways, or the middle item. Came late. Nope, no, this is still the first race. We had a lot of sitting on half a heart for a very long time. And then it got very crowded. Alright, floaty boots. I would probably take the floaty boots. Floor hazards are a bigger danger than not being able to throw your weapon that you were never able to throw in the first place. And if you ever had a crossbow, why? Why would you choose to do that willingly? Honestly, I would take the trapdoor if I were Leo right now. I think taking a trapdoor fight is much faster than dealing with that exit room. Yeah, we can just float over the water. Sparrow takes another death. I don't think Leo knows that you can just walk up and use the cat to early trigger phase 2. It's fine. So again, lead for Leo, 2-zone lead, but they're very low. In fact, so low that any hit will kill them. Sparrow was put into that exact position maybe like 4 minutes ago. Okay, well Leo has cheese now, so that's better. But no armor, and a lot of things in Zone 3 hit pretty hard, so that extra 2 health might not mean much. Okay, armor, fine, that's good. So I think Leo is showing really good seed retention right now because they're remembering where they got their armor, where they got the ring of gold that really synergized with their gold hammer, where they got all their spells and they're not repeating. Now's a good time to shield. Shield! Okay, well, we escaped. Oh, but we still took a clap. Okay, Sparrow's gonna reset. I don't think this is the seed for Sparrow. Because they've died. Sparrow has made that same 1-1 mistake with the Minotaur 3 times now. I've noticed it 3 times. Like, yeah, I know you're only taking half a heart, but that is the 3rd time I've seen him try and run into the exit room. Minotaur charges through that entrance and is forced to take that white skeleton hit. This is not how you learn from your mistakes. Stealthfire, how did your race go? I think you were racing Cyber 1, a close 0-3. Okay, that's cool. You love to see close races. First 2 were actually close and then you exploded a bunch. Oh. Okay, well, so two close races and then a 3rd one that existed. Curse potion for Leo. I'd say yeah, I'd take it. Given the fact that there's very little healing in this seed so far. Okay, well Sparrow needs health, and they only have the magic carrot. Yeah, I don't see healing in this shop either. Ring of Luck, yeah. Yeah, any food you find in the future will now always be ham. Now let's just hope we find ham. Oh, there's a chest, but it's not ham. It's not food. Bomb. Leo might be scared of that spider on the wall because they're actively not moving to that bottom row, but they have shields. There's the ham we're looking for. Go get it. Okay, yeah, get the heart container too. That's worth it. Nice. We are saved temporarily. Now we just gotta finish the run. Cause that 5-3 exit was quite the exit. Got a lot of back and forth pacing, which definitely indicates some sort of A, nerves, and B, there's no good situation in there. Because that is narrow hallways are pretty bad for a cat. There's not much you can do. Okay, Leo. I feel like Leo is not very familiar with cat and parrying. Which is fine, because if you don't know how a weapon works, treat it like a dagger. At least that's what I do. Yeah, this is a very nasty exit as well. But pulse, I would... okay. You didn't need to there, but at some point you needed to pulse. Preferably a bit earlier. Okay, conga lines have pretty high priority, so we should be able to take care of this conga line. Can we set up a pulse? Yeah, right there. Right there. Okay. We had like 2 or 3 chances to pulse conga, but missing it is fine. Alright, we're in zone 5, so it's time to turn off the boots. Or we're not going to use the wire. There we go, turn off those boots. There's food. We got food. Alright, so the point for Leo now is to not take any unnecessary hits. Meanwhile, Sparrow has made quite a comeback. They're down to 4-1. 6 minutes into 4-1. That's a good run back. Oh, what was that? That was Sparrow's shovel. We're doing a shovel-less run for Sparrow now. No, and we were... No! Leo died in the same place, I think. I think that was the exact same place Leo died last run. Or the last time they were there. And now it's Sparrow's... it's all up to Sparrow again. Without a shovel. And no health. You know, it's funny that, like, literally, I think yesterday, we were talking about how, it was either me or Winner that had the longest, seed, or sorry, longest, race, and I think we came to the conclusion that Winner had the longest set, and I had the record for the longest single race. Because I remember Winner, I think, had like a 2.5 hour set. But I had one race that was Sparrow, that's half a heart. That is a confused goblin. Yeah, Winner had a set that was like 2.5 hours. And I had one race that was an hour and a half. But it was a 2-hour set. Okay, Leo's gonna go back to the gold Warhammer. I think that's what they're familiar with, so they're gonna stick with that. At this point, since Leo's died twice, Sparrow's died 4 times, I think. I think both of our racers should stick with what they're familiar with. Okay, I would back up a lot, Sparrow, a lot. If you get frozen here, that skeleton is gonna end you. And this is why I tell racers to approach the exits vertically, not horizontally. Yeah, grab the cheese. Approaching approaching the exit vertically makes that situation that Sparrow just had to deal with a lot less likely. They're familiar with 1-1. I don't know, looks like Leo's gonna do the exact same, okay, well, almost the exact same mistake Sparrow made like 3 times. But Leo backed up earlier, so they didn't take any damage from the skeleton. Alright, is Sparrow gonna find a... No shovel, but we find... What are we taking here? Shopkeeper familiar. Good. Up Shopkeeper familiar. Turn those off. Yep. We don't have a shovel. We can't... we can't, walk around. Oh no. You have to buy the carrot. Yeah. We're gonna keep the carrot? Sure, I guess. We're doing a lot of backing up for a Sparrow, which is understandable when you have this big of a lead, and Shopkeeper being your best friend, it's not a crazy reliable way to heal. Especially when you have to bomb just to... No! Sparrow! You have Shopkeeper familiar, use it! Could have healed and actively didn't heal. Honestly, I would go in there not even for the peace shrine, but just to tap it. At this point, keep your health. Forget the peace ring, just go grab your health. I don't agree with that, like, at all. Although that is their only damage source, which sucks. Who hasn't done Zone 5 single zones before? If you're speedrunning, I'm sure you've done Zone 5 single zones before. You know how to do this. Plus there's a shop with the flail. Okay. Flail, Deadringer, kinda scary. I'm gonna be honest, I did have to spend like 30 minutes one time practicing Flail Deadringer. I still don't have a good grasp of it. Why did I practice Flail Deadringer? Because I was doing practice runs where I had a I think it was like a 7-13 into Deadringer, and I died because I had Flail on Deadringer, and I was like, man, that could have been a good run. I gotta practice Flail Deadringer. Very niche, but it could happen. Okay, we're backing up a lot. Food shop, wow. It's a terrible food shop though. Back to the flooding or habit. I'm sure it won't happen again. I guess we have opposite reactions. I'm sure it won't happen again compared to I should practice to make sure this doesn't happen again. Lures! Fun. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've said it a lot of times. It's like, here, use it now. Thank you. I've said it so many times to Sparrow that to use the Shopkeeper familiar. Maybe I should actually learn Deadringer strats this season. I think you're not the only one. I forget who else. Somebody else also said the same thing like 2 races ago. I forget who it was, but they asked for Deadringer strats as well. I think it was Correctbug that asked for Deadringer strats. Went 2 seasons only knowing left side scoots. I went around the same actually. No, not 2 seasons. I went 1 season. I don't think lures count. I think the one time I had a hammer Deadringer, I was like, you know what? We wing it. Alright. Sparrow takes the first one after a very daunting 32-31. Wow, what a race 1. Race 1! We still have 2 more races. Oh, I really hope the other 2 races aren't like this, because wow, what a run. There's a small period of time where your laptop froze and your phone. Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't say anything. Did it look weird? No. No, it just looked like you stopped playing, that's all. I only know the basic fast strats and oh yeah, so what was I saying? The one time, for some reason, the one time I had a Warhammer in Deadringer, it was a left side spawn. And back then, for some reason, I chose to do Oblivion, which is the worst idea you could do when you have a wide weapon. And I somehow made it work. And then the other time when I tried Japanese, it wasn't really a Japanese strat, it was the left side bells all rung, and then as I was approaching the right side, all of the enemies made me hit the bell anyways because it was such a wide range weapon that I just walked to the middle too early. Alright, race 2. Not much to say right now, other than both racers went down and right instead of completely to the right. This is one of those layouts where the right side is just the exit. I've made that mistake so many times when I was doing my practice runs. I really hope this crate is worth it, because otherwise this is a lot of time lost for Sparrow. Grenades. It's okay. Leo's also going to be taking out the Minotaur while Sparrow was opening up that crate. What's in there? The Obsidian Shovel, Obsidian Dagger, and Cloth Armor. Yeah, Obsidian Dagger is definitely the choice there. Which Sparrow is actually going to miss because they walked down the trapdoor, or not trapdoor, walked down the stairs a little early. So that's going to be an advantage for Leo unless Sparrow finds something equal or better than the Obsidian Dagger. A lot of backing up from Sparrow. I think there were a couple places in that mess where they definitely didn't need to back up, but it's really hard to see in the moment. Oh, Tunnel of Death by Spirit. That, you hate to see it. Yeah, hate to see it. Alright, what are we gonna check from the Flawless here? Weapon, glass rapier. No thank you. I mean, honestly, if I was at like 1 heart or half a heart, and I saw that, I would take it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I die? Oh no, I die. I was gonna die anyways. Might as well have a good weapon while I die. Broadsword, honestly, I would... Okay, I mean, I don't hate the decision, but I was gonna say skipping would have been fine with me. Because I can... If I find something better than an Obsidian Dagger, I am definitely going to be skipping. War? Okay, let's see if Sparrow takes black and goes with the glass rapier build, because that's gonna definitely help. With the holster, it definitely helps. As long as they don't get holster memed, because with Synchrony update, it automatically switches to your backup weapon if you break your weapon with the holster. And you have a secondary weapon active or ready. I don't know if Sparrow knows that, but hopefully they do if they break their weapon and don't swap to nothing. I don't think you can swap to nothing, but difficult choices. We got pickaxe. I don't think Sparrow is looking for a pickaxe though. Ooh, drumstick for Leo. Could have bought the shield, but they chose to buy a backpack instead. Or actually, no, they couldn't have. No, the backpack's only 13. Never mind. They're still sticking with the broadsword. I guess that's fine. See if we swap. Heal spell. Nice. Okay, so we had the drumstick in the shop. Now we have heal spell. It's definitely a bail season for Leo. Not taking the carrot. I feel like they forgot that they have a backpack. Okay, never mind. They remembered. Flawless from Sparrow. Haven't broken their weapon yet. Okay, also picking up the heal spell. This is probably the food shop, yeah. You can't throw. We're not gonna bomb there. I mean, that's fine, not bombing for Leo because they have 7 hearts. Once they find armor, they're in a really good place. Sparrow does seem to be playing like very safe with the rapier, which is fine because I think they're trying to not break it. We're just scared that they're playing too safe to the point where it actually slows them down more than it does help them. Sparrow forgetting that they have a pickaxe and they did not need to bomb there. But it's okay, they have 8 bombs, so they're not losing anything for it. They're not like losing the chance to do Dead Ringer strats or Necrodancer strats, so not a big deal. Darkness. Okay, and there goes their weapon. I was gonna say I probably wouldn't take darkness, but well, no glass rapier, so we gotta skedaddle. Yeah, and I would enchant. I'd enchant the weapon. See if we can get... Enchanting the cutlass instead is a choice. Obsidian rapier, sure. Or sorry, obsidian cutlass. We'll see how much okay, well, Sparrow just walked into a Yeti clap. Remember, you can't parry those. Leo is finding a lot of food. I would probably chuck the grenade in there. Not at your cookies! Well, oh, ouch. I would probably have heal buffered there. I feel like the heal buffer would have dealt less damage than an Ogre Club. But again, that's a very one-beat reaction moment. So I don't blame them. No luck for Sparrow. Again, so watch the bats. Ow! Sparrow takes a club hit too. Clubs hurt. Okay. Eats their own bomb and doesn't beat buffer. I think... You know what I think? I feel like Leo and Sparrow could play some Mary. Because you know what Mary teaches you? Cookie iframes. And beat buffering. But mostly the cookie iframes. And lamb sacrifice. That too, true. Okay, Sparrow is really going out of their way to move through that small hallway, but I feel like they don't remember that they have a pickaxe. Ow! That's a bomb. Yeah, Sparrow is playing very safe. I'd say overcautious. I think this is actually a case of being overcautious to the point where you're actually just walking into stuff. Sparrow's not really dropping the beat at all, which might be another problem. Their fear of dropping the beat and losing the damage could be their downfall as well. Leo's safety surprisingly is working out for them because they're not putting themselves in danger where making a decision or making no decision is still fine. But Sparrow is being constantly put into situations where they need to dodge or do something, but they keep walking into things. Sparrow needs to sit still a little more, whereas Leo doesn't really put themselves into punishing positions. It still walks into an electric orb right as I say that, though. Sparrow is too. Why are both of them running into orbs? Orbs are not that delicious. I said it. Okay, Deadringer. Leo's in a much more healthy state. I'm gonna assume that was... Okay, yeah, Leo made it through. Interesting parry mechanics from Sparrow. They're going through too. Have you tried eating one? Some orbs, but electric orbs? No, I've never tried eating an electric orb. I've eaten orb-shaped food for what it's worth. That was a waste of a bomb. That's fine, we have a lot of bombs from Sparrow. I can't even tell how many hits Leo is on because their game keeps freezing. 3 hits to 1? 2 to 4? 5 to 4? Okay. These lures, Sparrow's lures, are too little too late. I think Leo is going to take the first run. Leo, .D. Leo, you need to tell the bot that you finished. There we go. I didn't even give the loot for the first race. My bad. 1 each, right? No, that's okay. You didn't know. It's your first time. Yeah, you need press .D in your race room so that it can be officially recorded that you won. I have no power in the race room. All I can do is watch. Yeah, RTA is good. It was 13:11. Well, minus a couple seconds because they didn't know they needed to do that. So 12:33. How far off was that? Wow. So I'm pretty sure my preview looks good now. Okay, good. And now we're gonna go into race 3. Fingers crossed, we have a very pleasant race 3. Okay, immediate secret shop. I'd probably bomb it. Okay, we don't need to push the bomb all the way there. We can maximize the bomb radius by just leaving it where it was right above the blue slime. And it's not a good shopkeeper parody. Alright, looks like we're just gonna have to buy the things. I didn't see what it was though. I don't think they were all that worthy, to be honest. Oh, that monkey placement is evil. Oh, Obsidian Broad, it's okay. Leo's gonna realize that it's not a favorable shopkeeper spawn, so if they want it, they're just gonna have to straight up buy it. Unfortunately, Leo's is a slideshow. I don't know if that's because of me or because of them. It might be on their end, because Sparrows is fine. Got a potion. Both of our racers are gonna grab that. So Obsidian Broad that Leo straight up bought, and Sparrow says it's fine, I don't need those things anyways. Sparrow, you cannot grab that chest without a little help. There we go. Magic Carrot, 4 hearts, that's good. I think Leo is also gonna be grabbing that. Yep, both of our racers are at 4 hearts. Yeah, the old world record weapon. Abu's actually playing this season, so imagine Abu winning this season with a blood heart. Without lunging, of course. Because there's no lunging in CoNDOR. Okay, both of our racers are gonna go to Congo 1. I'm not sure if Sparrow knows the blood heart strats. You didn't have to stay in the middle. But it works out. Right before Leo went into ad break, yeah, they both checked purple for Ring of Luck. I don't agree with it because now you have no damage for Zone 2. So even these light golems are gonna be an issue. Oh yeah, and Sparrow can run into bats because of Ring of Luck. Who plays regularly? He plays all character speed. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been watching some of the all character, the 9 characters from. No, is it 9 or 13? It's 13. Abu plays a lot of 13 speed. I play regularly too, but not the impressive stuff. It's I just play a lot of Bard. Bard Deathless. Okay, Onyx Trident, or not Onyx Trident, Obsidian Trident, that's a good find. Flawless from Leo. I didn't see what they picked up. I couldn't see what they chose, but whatever they chose, they didn't like it because their build looks the same. Dash. Okay, well, that probably means that Leo checked red then, because they have a Blast Helm. Better for racing practice than yeah. Other than Bolt, because I see Abu start with Bolt. Every other character is just survival. Last time was from Zone 3. Okay, in that case, I don't know. We couldn't tell what Leo bought then from the Flawless. Or they skipped. I don't know. I wasn't watching. That's a minute. Torch? Yeah, probably. Hey, that is a scary place to put a nightmare. You don't have damage, Sparrow. Nightmares around the corner are so scary. Can't see anything around the corner, and you can't see stuff down the hallway either because of the nightmare cloud. Titanium Broad? No. No, you can't throw. Because this is Deep Blues 3. Deep Blues 3 has 5 health. Sparrow's not too far behind. They're also at Deep Blues, entering right as Leo leaves. Check purple, Ring of War. I would probably take Ring of War actually. Sparrow Pulse, good. I don't know, I would argue +1 damage with knockback on Trident is good. Shovel advantage goes to Leo though. They have like basically full obsidian build. Bob's Harp is incorrect. I think so. I don't know. In Zone 4, yeah. Because there's so many things that you could accidentally break. You don't have goo protection either. Like, yeah, you have Blast Helm to protect yourself. But, well, okay. First of all, why are you running away from bombs when you have a Blast Helm? Second of all, without protection, Harp is kind of hard to deal with in Zone 4 specifically. Just because you can get surrounded and then you'd be forced to use your bombs. I would use a bomb here. You have 13 bombs, Sparrow. Use your bombs. Stop running away from bombs. Oh, what? Okay. This is the first time that we see Dash change direction. Yeah, absolutely. We have 11 and 13 bombs with a Blast Helm. More so for Sparrow, because when you use a Harp, things are more likely to surround you. Leo, not so much with the Trident, because you can just use Trident range to get monsters off you. But for Sparrow, for sure, because they have more bombs and they're more likely to get surrounded. This is what I mean when I say Sparrow is playing like extremely safe. Like, I feel like some of those hits were like completely unnecessary too. Like, taking that mummy hit wasn't necessary, I think. Like, right, I don't, okay, Pulse, the second Pulse is fine. The first Pulse I don't agree with. When you play scared, you take more hits. Yeah, I think that's just because you're overthinking everything. First one should be, oh, the first hit. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. Oh, Leo. Okay, Leo does have a obsidian build. But even obsidian builds, you still need to know when to stand still, because walking into a black skeleton like that is no bueno. Okay, we're doing obsidian strats on a Trident. Okay, this is gonna be difficult. We have to tank some hits with the Trident. Okay, just go in, blast helm, yep. I feel like Leo's not really using lures. I feel like they could benefit from lures. Okay, well, I don't know if that was an intentional lure or not, but that was a lure. And that will do it for race 3. A race time of 11:06. I think I started a bit late.